started another build. So what we've got in mind this time is a neck through with black limber. Got the pair of wings and a neck through. So yeah, and I'm going to it's going to be a neck through with a floydrose, and I'm going to use my Jackson. Use the Jackson as a guide because I want the bridge to sit like this one does, slightly recessed and things. Probably twin humbuckers or something, just the usual. But yeah, so I'm going to use the guide because like the measurement of the fretboard off the body, the bottom of the fretboard off the body, just all these sort of things, you know, give me an idea of how the neck sits and things, you know. Also, it's like this, I love the super strat, I love a super strat. So yeah, slightly narrower neck than the Jackson. It's quite a fat, wide neck. But yeah, that's my intentions. I've got some new tools, of course. I've got myself a thicknesser, myself a spindle and belt sander Triton thing. Got myself some new planes, including the number 7, which will hopefully all help in doing a good job. So first things first, I think, is to bring out the thicknesser and run these through. Get them all squared and stuff, and get nice straight edges and things, you know, where the gluing edges and stuff. Yeah, I'm basically going to wing it. I'm going to figure it out as I go. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? So I'm going with Goto hardware. It's Cosmo Black. It's hard to say that. It's kind of like a gunmetalish sort of a colour. I've managed to get the tuners, knobs and locking nut, and the bridge was out of stock, so it'll be in a week or two. I wanted one with the shorter block. It's 30 something mil. It just means I can set the Floyd into the guitar easier, you know. Yeah, and I've got a toggle switch which isn't Goto, and a jack plug which isn't Goto, but they look like they're a fairly close match in colour, so hopefully that'll work out fine. Pickup wise, I'm not sure. I don't know, I'll either get another set of Warmans, or I might swap pickups with another guitar I've got and use the Seymour Duncans, the Trembucker TB4 and SHN2 neck. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. You can also get, I've noticed you can get Cosmo Black pickup covers, because they're another £9 each, so you've got that plus the pickups. Yeah, but that's another option though that could work. It means you can get anything, because some of the pickups I like are zebra only. There's no like a black option at the moment, so you can always put the covers over the top of them or something, but we'll figure out as we go. Anyway, let's move on. What a day! It's a beautiful day again, for this time of year especially. Got Casper here. Hello! He's come to say hello. Hi. cracking way. And a cracking day. Beautiful day. Good day to start building a guitar. Give yourself a dust bath. Anyway, what's next? Well, this is the layout that I'm going for. I need to straighten this this edge on this board here. It's not straight. And we'll need to talk about fretboards as well. Choose a board. I think I'm going to know what I'm going with, but we'll see. Anyway, let's straighten this board out. I've just been sort of working things out a bit. I've just roughly drawn the guitar shape. The fretboard will be about here and headstock somewhere in this region. Back end, bridge sit around here somewhere. Yeah, this will be the top end obviously. Yeah, I think it's going to work out quite nice. It'll work out quite nicely. I've no idea what sort of finish I'm going for or anything of that nature yet. That's all to be decided. Obviously I need to do as much as I can with cutting various bits out and do as much as I can with the neck and everything before it gets out when you're glued in. Obviously the last thing, the fretboard does sit a couple of mils higher than the body surface, so I need to think about that as well. How to trim this section, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, you get the idea, eh? I think that's going to look quite nice. Yeah. So I was going to use this fretboard, but then I chopped the end off without thinking, because normally the locking nut sits on a ledge on the end with floydrose guitars, which I didn't think about. Well, I completely forgot about. So yeah, so I'll probably use this board unless I discover something different. I'm going to have a good look around on the internet later on. So that's that. And I've got this sort of, got it cut to size more or less, size and shape and stuff. These inner joins are good. The body pieces, the wings are about 46 mil. The neck is just a couple of mil taller, which it needs to be to allow for the height for the bridge and things. So yeah, all looking good really. So I realised last night after measuring that I'd actually made the neck a bit narrow, the fretboard a bit narrow at the top end. And I was speaking to a friend, he said binding. I don't know why I didn't think of it myself, but yeah, it's go over at Sol Good Guitars. So I came out last night and I got the offcuts from trimming the boards down. So I put a dark binding on that side, and then the pale ebony on that side, which I think looks really good. So yeah, I think that's fantastic. Looks great. Looks better in the decent light. So now I'm going to sand it. There's a tiny little divvy bit here, and there's a little bit here. It's been put through a planer at some point and it's got a little tiny little bit of snipe. It's very shallow, but all the same, I want to get this nice and flat now. I'm about 6.6 mil or so, so there's plenty of meat to go. So I can do it no problem. So I'm just gonna, that's all I'm gonna do just now is just take a block with sandpaper on it and just sand for ages. Just going back and forward, back and forward. So I'll be doing this for quite a while. So I'm not going to bore you to death with all that. Also, if I find any wormholes, I'm going to fill them with super glue and sawdust. Use the dark dust on any of these holes on this side and things. Yeah, anyway, I'll crack on with that. Right, there we go. That'll do for now. Yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it? Dark and the light, it's nice. And let's double check the measurements, shall we? Cut my thumb. Stabbed myself with a Stanley knife. Just did it for fun. Yeah, 43 at the first fret, which is perfect. The nut's 43 mil anyway, or just under. And 57.6 at the 22nd. I'll do just dandy. Yeah, I was a bit concerned about it being too narrow for, because I'm using a Floyd obviously, which is F-spaced, so 53 mil or something like that, you know. So it goes, so you're 50 mil. The strings are about 50 mil apart, ease over the neck, pickup. So try and sort of take into consideration how much space you'll have either side, you know, and things. So you could probably get away with narrower, but I don't want to risk it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now. And yeah, I think it's enough for one episode, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers for watching. Catch you later.